What's up, guys? Good to see you. Welcome to BoostRodeo and episode 1 of our A70 Supra series. So today we're going to show you how to drop 35 pounds off your MKIII Supra in 15 minutes or less. So generally people just go and add power to these cars, but you can gain just as much by taking weight away. And as an added bonus, not only does it make the car quicker, but it also helps your handling and your stopping distance. So I'm going to show you guys one of the fastest and easiest ways to drop a pretty significant amount of weight out of these cars. So the interior in my MKIII is actually really good, with the exception of the driver's seat. That's pretty common for these cars. The leather that Toyota used in this era just tends to dry out and crack, and it's been 30 years, so I kind of don't blame it. I've had this Recaro seat sitting around in the garage for a while now. I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with it, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in. It won't be my long-term solution, but it actually fits me really well. It's nice and comfy, and it should drop some weight. So to get the seats out, first thing, pop the floor mats. We're going to do front and the rear. And with the seats back, you can see that the front two bolts are really easy to access. So we're gonna go ahead and pop those out. Now that we've got those front two out, we're gonna go ahead and move the seat all the way forward. Get the back, super easy now. They're right under those covers. These little guys can be kind of tricky, and you don't want to break them because they're difficult to find. So I always come at them from both sides and just gently pry out. And there's just these little tiny tabs right here and right here that hold them on. So as soon as you pop it up over that, they come right off. You can see right here right at the back of the seat, there's these two plugs, and both those just need to come out. And these are kind of weird ones in the Toyota lineup. They're not like a lot of their other plugs. So there's this little tiny tab in here. Just lift up on. Okay, just like that, they're out. That's a big reach. Holy hell, this thing is heavy. The other thing you gotta watch for is the seatbelt actually slides on a track on this side. There's a little holder there. So kind of watch out for that when you're taking that out. So these are a set of authentic Bride RO seat brackets. Now supposedly these are the lowest brackets you can get for the MKIII Supra, the best fitting, and the sliders are also really nice and top notch too. They are incredibly expensive though, and kind of hard to get because you can only get these in Japan. I scored a set a while back. There was a guy parting out a Supra that had hardly any miles on these things in Japan, and the shipping actually came out to be pretty dang reasonable by sea. So we're gonna see how these bad boys fit. But there's the part number for the, this one's the driver's side. They've got a seatbelt bracket already mounted on them. So everything's perfect. So let's go ahead and see how these bad boys fit. All right, so I set these in here. Of course, you need to screw these to the bottom of the seats before you go ahead and install them. Otherwise, you'll never get them on. But I gotta say, the fit on these things is pretty awesome. All four brackets line up perfect. There's no wobble like I've seen with some of the cheaper ones. And they look like they sit pretty darn low. Another bonus was this was out of a 91 TTR car, and so also included the seatbelt receivers, which are a shadow gray and match my interior. So that means that I don't even have to pull these ones off of my seats, and I can just leave them on there until I decide what to do with these. Okay, so we got the bracket all bolted on, we got the seat belt receiver all bolted on. So real quick, before we throw that in the car, I wanna see how much weight we're actually saving with this seat. it, guys. We dropped 34.8 pounds just like that. Everything feels good. Sliders are working. Adjustment feels about right. And you have way more support. The stock seats in these cars are actually pretty damn amazing. They're one of the most comfortable seats that I've ever sat in a factory car. And they actually do have decent side support, but they're nothing like the aftermarket Recaro. This thing just hugs you. Aftermarket seat, just on the driver's side alone, could save you about 35 pounds. Passenger side is gonna be a little bit less just because they don't have all the lumbar support and everything, but it's still gonna be a significant weight savings between the two front seats. Feels super comfortable, but I got a 600-mile trip this weekend, so that'll really put it to the test and see how I'm feeling when I get back. So as we said in the beginning, this was just episode 1 of our A70 series where we're gonna be focusing on this car on the channel for a bit. I think you guys will enjoy the next installment that's right here, and remember to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Later, guys.